Yo everyone, grab your snacks and settle in. What you're about to hear is so next level wild, it'll have you questioning everything you thought you knew. It's sneaky, it's wild, and it's happening right under your nose. Mark Zuckerberg, yeah, the guy who's been running your social media life since flip phones were cool, has pulled off a rebrand so slick you barely noticed. But here's the real tea. While he's out here trading hoodies for gold chains and nerd vibes for MMA swagger, there's a bigger game at play. And guess who's the pawn? You. Your data, your privacy, your life. Today, we're unpacking Zuck's stealth rebrand. Your data might be next in a deep, juicy, no-holds-barred dive that's gonna keep you glued to your screen. This is a roller coaster, so grab a snack, hit that like button, and let's get into it. Alright, let's start with the obvious. Zuck's got a new look, and the internet is losing it. If you've scrolled Instagram or X lately, you've seen this transformation. Remember the old Mark Zuckerberg? Grey t-shirt every day, awkward congressional hearings, that viral sunscreen slathered face while hydrofoiling like a discount Bond villain? Yeah, that guy's gone. Vanished. Now, he's rocking shearling jackets, gold chains, and a haircut that screams, "I paid more for this fade than your monthly rent." He's out here training MMA, posting shirtless sparring videos and flexing t-shirts with Latin quotes like "Carfago delenda est." Zuck's not just serving looks, he's serving vibes. And the internet? It's eating it up. Comments like "Zuck's got drip" and "Who is this man?" are flooding his post. But hold up, this isn't just a glow up for the gram, this is a move, a calculated chess master level play. Back in 2020, Zuck emailed his team, straight up claiming he's the most well-known person of his generation. Bold, arrogant, sure, but it wasn't just ego talking. He was laying out a blueprint to make himself more relatable, more likable, especially to millennials and Gen Z who've been dragging Meta for years. Why? Because Meta, yep, the company that used to be Facebook, has been drowning in scandals. Cambridge Analytica, data breaches, fake news, election meddling. Zuck's been the face of big tech's biggest flops. So what do you do when your brand's in the gutter? You reinvent yourself. Hard. This transformation is no accident, it's a PR masterclass. Zuck's gone from creepy robots CEO to cool tech bro faster than you can refresh your feed. He's on Joe Rogan's podcast talking about masculinity and raw dogging reality, whatever that means. He's sparring in the gym, hydrofoiling in a tux, and posting reels that make him look like your cousin who just discovered CrossFit. Even billionaires like Spotify's Daniel Ek are hyping him up, calling this new Zuck authentic. Authentic? Really? The guy who built an empire on your personal info is now Mr. Genuine? Nah fam, something's up. And we're gonna peel back the layers. Let's talk about the psychology here. Zuck's not just changing his wardrobe, he's changing how you see him. Back in the day, he was the poster child for everything wrong with tech. Cold, calculating, maybe a little too comfortable with your data. But now, he's leaning into this relatable human vibe. He's cracking jokes, showing off his jiu-jitsu moves, and posting about his kids. It's like he's saying, "Hey, I'm just like you." But let's not get it twisted. This is a guy who's been playing the long game since he was 19. Every move is strategic, and this glow-up is no different. Now, here's where it gets juicy. While we're all distracted by Zuck's new abs and his "I'm just a chill bro" energy, Meta's pulling off a sleight of hand that would make Houdini jealous. Let's rewind to 2021. Facebook rebrands to Meta, and suddenly everyone's buzzing about the metaverse. Virtual reality, avatars, a digital utopia where you can live, work, and play. Sounds cool, right? But let's be real, that rebrand wasn't just about chasing sci-fi dreams, it was about making you forget the past. Cambridge Analytica exposed how Meta let third parties siphon off your data for political ads. Lawsuits piled up. 41 states sued Meta for harming kids on Instagram, accusing them of addictive platform designs and even enabling tools for child exploitation. That's dark, real dark. But instead of owning it, Zuck's team played the ultimate distraction card. Drop a shiny new toy and poof, the bad press vanishes. Enter the metaverse, Orion surveillance glasses, and AI chatbots that sound like they could be your therapist. The media's eating it up, writing headlines about Meta's bold vision for the future instead of Meta's toxic track record. And Zuck, he's leaning in hard. He's on podcasts like Joe Rogan's talking about life, liberty, and the pursuit of badassery. He's posting reels of himself sparring in the gym, looking like he's ready to fight in the octagon. It's distraction 101, and it's working like a charm. Tech critic Paris Marx nailed it. Zuck's not done with politics, he's just pivoting to a persona that's more palatable, maybe even a little right-wing friendly to dodge accountability. Think about it, when was the last time you saw a major news outlet grill Zuck about privacy? Exactly. They're too busy hyping his Orion glasses or his latest AI demo. It's like watching a magician pull a rabbit out of a hat while pickpocketing your wallet, and we're all clapping like idiots. Let's break it down. Meta's been hit with lawsuit after lawsuit. In 2019, they paid a $5 billion fine to the FTC for privacy violations, the biggest in history. In 2022, another $725 million for the Cambridge Analytica mess. And those are just the big ones. There's also the whistleblower, Frances Haugen, who leaked internal docs showing Meta knew Instagram was harming teen mental health but did nothing. But while these stories should have sunk them, Zuck's team is playing 4D chess. They drop a flashy tech demo, Zuck posts a reel looking like a Roman emperor, and suddenly the headlines shift. It's not Meta's screwing over kids, it's Zuck's building the future. Genius, right? Shady, but genius. Alright, let's get to the heart of it. Your data. This is where the real game's at. Meta's business model has always been about harvesting every click, like, and late night DE you send. Back in 2004, a 19-year-old Zuck was bragging to a friend about having 4,000 Harvard students' emails, photos, and addresses. His exact words? "People just submitted it. I don't know why. They trust me." Yeah, that's a direct quote. And that mentality, it's still the core of Meta's empire. Fast forward to 2025, and it's data collection on steroids. Those Orion glasses, they're not just a cool AR gadget. They're cameras on your face, tracking where you look, what you see, who you're with. Meta's pitching it as augmented reality, but let's call it what it is, a surveillance goldmine. Every glance, every moment fed into Meta's servers. And then there's the AI push. Zuck's building data centers so fast they're literally intense. Why the rush? Because AI needs fuel, and that fuel is you. Every post, every story, every like on Instagram or Facebook feeds Meta's AI beast like Llama 3, which powers their chatbots and who knows what else. But here's the scary part. Zuck's rebrand makes you trust him more. That relatable vibe, the MMA clips, the Latin quotes, it's all designed to make you feel like he's one of us. Meanwhile, Meta's fine print hasn't changed. They own your data, they use it to train AI models, to keep you hooked, to sell ads. Zuck's even talking about solving the loneliness epidemic with AI friends. Sounds sweet, right? Until you realize those AI friends are built on your personal info, analyzing your every move to keep you glued to the platform. It's not friendship, it's manipulation. Let's talk numbers. Meta's got over 3 billion monthly active users across its platforms. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. That's 3 billion people handing over their lives every day. Your likes, your comments, your late night scrolls, they're not just data points, they're dollar signs. In 2024, Meta's ad revenue was over $130 billion. Why? Because they know you better than you know yourself. They know what you want, what you fear, what keeps you up at night, and they're using it to build AI that's smarter, stickier, and scarier. And the leaks, they keep coming. In 2025, Zuck admitted in an all-hands meeting, "Everything I say leaks. It sucks." So, Meta's clamping down, using polls instead of open Q&As to control what employees say. Why? Because leaks expose the truth. Meta's still the same company that thrives on your data, no matter how cool Zuck looks in a shearling jacket. And those Orion glasses, they're not just a gadget, they're a data vacuum. Imagine walking into a store and Meta knows exactly what you're looking at, how long you linger, what you're thinking about buying. That's the future Zuck's betting on. Okay, let's lighten it up for a second, because this story gets even wilder when you throw Elon Musk into the mix. Zuck and Musk have been beefing for years, but it's not just billionaire drama, it's strategic. When Musk bought X, in 2022 and started turning it into a chaotic free-for-all, Zuck saw his chance. Musk's rate-limiting tweets, banning accounts, and scaring off advertisers, it was a PR disaster, and Zuck pounced. Enter Threads, Meta's Twitter clone, launched in July 2023. While Musk was busy tweeting memes and tanking X's value, Zuck dropped Threads and racked up 60 million users in 48 hours. That's not luck, that's timing. And let's not forget the cage fight drama. In 2023, Musk challenged Zuck to a literal MMA fight. Zuck, with his new jiu-jitsu skills, leaned in hard, posting training videos and looking like he'd mopped the floor with Elon. The internet went feral. Comments were like, "Zuck's gonna choke him out." Even though the fight never happened, Zuck won the PR battle. He came off as disciplined, focused, while Musk looked like a guy yelling at clouds. This isn't just about flexing. Zuck's using Musk's chaos to position Meta as the better social media empire. Musk's unhinged tweets make Zuck look like the stable, trustworthy billionaire by comparison. But don't fall for it. Zuck's not your hero, he's just better at hiding his agenda. While Musk's out here burning bridges, Zuck's building a data empire, one like at a time. And the crazy part? We're all watching this billionaire brawl like it's WWE, while Meta's quietly scooping up more of our data. So, where's this all headed? Zuck's rebrand is working like a charm. Meta's stock is climbing, the media's fawning, and the public's eating up his cool guy act. But the cost? Your privacy. Meta's doubling down on AI and AR, and every step needs more of you. Those open source moves, like making Meta Horizon OS public, it's not about being generous, it's about getting developers to build on Meta's platforms, locking you deeper into their ecosystem. More apps, more data, more control. And the scary bit, we're buying it. Every time you like Zuck's latest reel or try on those Orion glasses, you're handing over more of yourself. Meta's not just collecting data, they're building a future where they own your digital life. AI friends, AR worlds, metaverse dreams, it all sounds cool until you realize it's built on you, your habits, your secrets, your soul. But it's not just about tech, it's about power. Zuck's rebrand makes you trust him, makes you forget the fine print. He's not just rebranding himself, he's rebranding Meta as the future of tech, sweeping privacy concerns under the rug, and we're falling for it. Every click, every like, every scroll is a vote for their empire. In 2024, Meta's market cap hit $1.3 trillion. That's not just money, that's influence. They're not just a company, they're a machine, and your data is the fuel. Alright, let's talk real talk. What can you do about this? First, wake up. Zuck's rebrand is a Trojan horse designed to make you trust him while Meta keeps mining your data. Next time you see him flexing on Instagram or dropping a new AI feature, ask yourself, what's the catch? Read the fine print, check your privacy settings because Meta's not gonna do it for you. And maybe, just maybe, think twice before posting that next story or liking that reel. Every click is a vote for their empire. You've got power here, use it, log off for a day, delete the app for a week, see how it feels, or if you're feeling bold, check out open source alternatives like Mastodon or Signal. They're not perfect, but they're not built on selling your soul. The less you feed Meta's machine, the less control they have. And talk about it, share this video, tell your friends, start a conversation. Awareness is the first step to taking back your power. So there you have it. Zuck's stealth rebrand fully exposed. From nerdy tech bro to MMA fighting, Latin quoting cool CEO, it's all a play to make you forget the truth. Meta's coming for your data. This isn't just about Zuck's glow up, it's about your privacy, your future, and the world we're building. So, what do you think? Are you buying Zuck's new vibe, or is this rebrand too slick to trust? Drop a comment below, smash that like button if this hit home, and subscribe for more deep dives like this.